Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here with PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors, working on my speed. That's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge. Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
From the campus of New Haven High School in New Haven, Indiana, it's the New Haven Bulldogs hosting the Huntington North Vikings in the regular season finale on Summit City Sports. Eli Lawrence alongside cameraman Josh Butts. Welcome to New Haven. We've got an exciting matchup for you tonight. Both teams coming in looking to pick up some momentum before they head on into sectionals next week. We'll start with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Huntington North Vikings. They come into this one with a record of 3-5. They're 3-3 in conference play, with their biggest win coming against the Columbia City Eagles. That came back at about week 4, where they defeated the Eagles 21-14. Toughest loss so far in the year was a 42-28 defeat at the hands of DeKalb. They did win last year's contest against New Haven 51-8, but the offense has since changed, with several key players from last year's team exiting the Huntington North sideline. They're coming in off of a 48-7 thumping of Norwell, where we saw Jimmy Linker nab 5 catches for 235 yards and 3 touchdowns, including one that ran the length of the field at 99 yards. Keep an eye on Linker tonight, as if he can eclipse the 150-yard mark, at least in his receiving total, he will set a new Huntington North school record. Huntington North belongs to Sectional 18, and in that, there will be a couple of games next week in Class 3A. They're in that sectional along with Culver Academies, who will be facing off against Lebanon. And then the other game, Marion will host Muncie Central. Huntington North will travel to 6-2 Logansport, where they will face off against the Berries as they look to defend their sectional championship. As for the New Haven Bulldogs, they come in with a record of 2-6. They're 2-4 in NE8 play, with their marquee win being over Norwell. They won that game 45-14. Their toughest loss also came against DeKalb with a loss by 20. 40-20 was the final in that one. They're coming off a 59-21 loss to the second-ranked East Noble Knights. They reside in sectional 19 of 3A, or of 4A. Yes, of 4A. In that sectional is Southside, who will be hosting Wayne. East Noble, who will be hosting New Haven next week. DeKalb, who will be hosting Columbia City. And then what might be one of the best games we see in the area next weekend, Leo will host Bishop Dwenger. Be sure to get ready for that one. So in getting to talk with Coach Shearer earlier this week, we asked him what he's liked about his team so far, and he said we've seen a big jump in our team's work ethic and competitiveness from last year. Still got a long way to go, but it's trending in the right direction. New Haven was really struggling last season as they saw a really good class graduate with the likes of Mylan Graham, who's now a receiver at Ohio State. Among other talent, they had new quarterback situation last year, and they continue to move in. Manning the quarterback slot tonight will be Trey McCraney, a 5'11 junior. So he will be at the helm of the offense. When asked about what is going to help them win tonight's game, he said defensively, you just got to make sure you're on top of formation recognition and that you're aligning properly. This is a Huntington North team. They're going to throw a lot of different looks at you, throw a lot of different reads at you. So you got to make sure you're set up for whatever they've got in store. As now you see the Bulldogs taking the field tonight. New Haven, not East Noble. New Haven's seen a lot of good competition this year, East Noble being one of those teams. Shearer said it's provided plenty of adversity throughout the season with such a tough schedule. They played Northrop, who's having a phenomenal year of their own. So he's happy to see the way that his guys have gotten to grow and his guys have gone to deal with this adversity throughout the year. They've seen a lot of good different teams. When asked about Huntington North specifically, he again talked about their unique offensive formations. So you got to be able to adjust if you're a defense. You can't get set in one look. You're going to have to move around. You're going to have to make some plays. But if you can do that and stunt this Huntington North offense, we've seen at times the Vikings just not being able to get going, and then it really sets them back on the scoreboard. The quarterback situation been a little bit interesting throughout the year. Sophomore Lathan James has been the man. James has been the man in charge for most of the year. He's missed a couple of games due to injury, but on the season he has a 58% completion rate. He has almost 1,500 yards with a 14-9 touchdown interception ratio. And a week ago against Norwell, he went 15 of 21 for 346 yards, 5 total touchdowns, with 4 of those being through the air, and 2 interceptions. So while he might tend to give the ball away at times, as you see the coin toss, New Haven wins the toss. They have deferred their option to the second half. So the Vikings will get the ball to start things off and hopefully find a way to feed the ball to Jimmy Linker and that electric offensive look. So we're almost set to go full slate of games tonight. As you've got long night ahead of us. Lots of good games. This in no Nathan Foster tonight for the Lions. So he will sit out this last game as they're likely trying to make sure everybody's healthy for sectionals. That is ultimately what matters the most. You can't be throwing any unnecessary risks out there, as we'll take a look real quick at Leo's schedule. See who it is they've got for tonight's game. They'll be at DeKalb, so certainly no pushover, especially this year. DeKalb has put some nice things together as they've gotten set for this portion of the season. Kicking off for New Haven. As we are off and underway, the lefty puts it down. That one's fielded at the 6-yard line. It goes off the hands of Linker. He gets it up, recovers now, slips one, working towards the near sideline. He's brought down at the 10. So that's where Huntington North will start their drive out tonight. As they'll have to go 90 yards. So now we'll see Lathan James in the Huntington North offense come out for the first time tonight. One to the right, two to the left for James. He's got one man in the backfield. Here's the snap, a wild snap, so James just has to collect it and run. He's got a hole. He's through for a gain of about 12, maybe 13 yards. So what started off as a busted play turns into a first down gain. And the Vikings, maybe that wasn't so much a part of their script, but it worked out for them. First down and 10, ball now down at the 25. So officially a gain of 15 for James on the first play of the game. They send two out wide to the right of the quarterback. Everybody else bunched in. Motion the tight end across the formation, and now they send Linker in motion. Fake to Linker, and now a give inside. Shoving off one, and now two. That's the running back, number 3, Christian Jemison. That'll bring up second down at about 7. Or no, that's going to bring second and 5. He got way further. Kept the legs turning and found a way. One out to either side. They've got one tight end on the left of the formation. Now the snap, they hand it off inside again. Jemison bouncing off the tackles and now flipping the field. Jemison looking for the edge. Now he's got it down the sideline and he's bumped out at about the 42-yard line. They'll mark him out at that's the 37. Not the 42. He flipped the field. Yeah, it's twice now. We see him reverse the field and turn it into a big gain. So you can reset the chains. It's first down and 10, Huntington North. Now they're in New Haven territory for the first time tonight. They might have given him one more. Ball down at the 36. They send two out to the left of the field. They give it off to Jemison once again. He's got an opening, and now stiff-arming his way down to the 5 to the 4. He's brought down at the 4-yard line. Sets up first and goal, and you can't ride it up better if you're the Vikings right now. Mike Eschbach's got his guys down on the 3. And it's been a heavy dose of Christian Jemison. They're going to give it off to him one more time. He slips one. Now bouncing to the outside, racing towards the pylon, trying to shove one off. He dives and gets it in. Huntington North takes the opening drive, 90 yards to the house, and they're out in front. Christian Jemison with about 85 of those yards. They handed him the rock once and then saw no reason to stop. Kevin Sink puts the kick up through the uprights and makes it a 7-0 lead for the Vikings. We'll get another look at the touchdown run on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Just a little inside and then bounce it out. Jemison took number 28. It's Calvin Dobson all the way with him into the end zone, where the Vikings capitalize on the opening drive. 90 yards to the house. And now the Dogs will have a chance to answer. And they'll send quarterback Trey McCraney out for the first time tonight. Kicking off for the Vikings is David Steele. His guys are set at the line. He's all ready to go. And a little pooch kick that's going to drop about the 31, where it's fair caught. That was number 34, Aiden Hoffer, who fielded the kick. And now, beginning at the 31-yard line, New Haven sends the offense out for the first time tonight in looking to match Huntington North's opening drive. Here's the snap, fake the handoff inside and throw it out wide. Linker there to make a tackle along with a couple of other white jerseys. On the outside, that looks like it might have been number 13, Donald Gage, a junior wide receiver. They do trudge forward for a gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down and 9. McCraney again. This time they hand it off inside. Spin move in, breaking through 1. Picking up the gain of 10 was running back DJ Simpson. So that'll reset the chains. 1st down and 10. After what's going to go in the books is an 11-yard gain. Ball down now at the 43-yard line. Trips out to the bottom of your screen for New Haven. They send 1 to the top. Dodson in the backfield again. Firing over the middle of the field. The linebacker got a piece of it. That was number 40. He did not list him. All right, then. There's a late flag on the field, so you can negate completions. They'll move it back. So instead of bringing up 2nd down and 10, it's going to be 1st down and 15. They brought this one back a little bit more than 5 yards. It was reported as a false start, and now they'll walk the 5 back. So now officially 1st and 15. McCraney again in the backfield, motions one of his men across the field. That's Blaine Thurber. Now he sends Thurber in motion again. This time he crosses the formation. Here's the snap. Quick pass out to the far side. Blockers are there. Rushing forward for a 1st down. Still off 1, off 2, and 3. Finally cut down from behind was wide receiver number 13, Donald Gage.
Number 13, Donald Gage Jr. with the ball.
Reset the chains. And now into Viking territory for the Bulldogs.
And that plays good for a blazing heat HVAC touchdown.
McCraney again in the shotgun. He's got 2 to his left, 1 to his right. Running back in the backfield. Here's the snap. Gives it off again. Juking inside went Simpson. And after a short gain of 3, sets the Bulldogs up 2nd down and 7. .8:07 here to play in the first quarter. Clock continues to roll. 2nd down and 7 with the ball on the 25-yard line. Gage to the bottom of your screen. McCraney looking to the far side. Over the middle. It was fired into traffic and caught. That's number 2, Calvin Dodson. And you can make it a 3rd down and 2. 3rd and short. Now for the Bulldogs, they still line up in the shotgun. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. They hand it off inside. Simpson's met at the line. He powers forward for another one. The spot's going to decide it. And it looks like he's going to be just short. And now it's 4th down and 1. Really 4th down in inches. Making the initial stop was Kane Landrum, as he had the first hit inside. New Haven leaving the offense out there. They've had success giving the ball off to the senior running back, DJ Simpson. Now they go under center. Here's the snap. Simpson trying to get outside in the middle. The ball fell down on the ground. And the Vikings, no matter who came up with the football, it looks like Huntington North covered up the football, but it was going to be a stop on downs anyways. The Vikings get the takeaway and get the stop with 6:27 to go here in the first quarter. They lead it 7-0, and now they'll send their offense back out for the second time today. James again, he's got 2 to the bottom of 2 to his right. Down at the bottom of your screen. They hand it off once again to Jemison. Jemison with blocks. He's forward for a first down and a little bit more. Christian Jemison starting the night off early. 16-yard pickup moves his total on the night. That would put him over the 100-yard mark. Keep in mind, this is just their second drive of the game. After the first play went for about 15, Huntington North started their first drive at their own 10. They went 15 yards on the first play, moved it up to the 25. That's 75 yards. So not quite over the 100-yard mark for Jemison, but he's getting close as he's now got 96 yards. Here's the snap. Finally, they're going to look to throw it, but they're going to dump it off to Jemison. Now in a little bit of space, forward for 5-10, and now spinning through another tackle. He's still on his feet. Finally drugged down. Not even quite. They just have to throw him out of bounds. Christian Jemison, there's no New Haven answer for him thus far. He's flipped the field, and after being forced out of bounds at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 again, now for Huntington North. The only play Jemison didn't get the football was a broken snap on the first play of the game. Now they send Jemison out as a wide receiver on the bottom of your screen. Janes takes the snap. They're going to give it to who else? And finally in the backfield, ready to make a tackle. That was number 12, Cedric Boone, to stop this madness. And Huntington North actually went backwards 5 yards on that play, so to bring up 2nd down and 15. Well, we thought it was going to be all about Jimmy Linker tonight as he approaches the school receiving record. But early on, Christian Jemison has been all the Vikings have needed. James motions Linker across the formation, fakes the pop pass and hands it off to Jemison, and this time the Bulldog front was ready. Getting in to make the tackle was number 34, Aiden Hoffer. I think he can throw him back one more yard. Or no, back to the line of scrimmage went Jemison. Now 3rd down and 15. So a long way to go for the Vikings. Janes alone in the shotgun. New Haven sends pressure, trying to escape. Janes fired, and the Vikings going to have to send the punt unit out. Their punter is Caden Poehler. Back deep to receive for the Bulldogs is number 3. As a snap barely got the punt off. It's bouncing now at the 30, rolls to the 29. And that's where New Haven will start their next drive. So now 1st down and 10 coming up for the Bulldogs. So I for sure read that number wrong. There's no number 3. Instead, it looks like that was number 2, Calvin Dodson. So we'll send him out once more. Two to the top of your screen, one to the bottom. Simpson along with McCraney in the backfield. They fire the swing pass out to Simpson. He faces the tackler head on. That's Jimmy Linker, but a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd down and 3. Nice gain on 1st down. Now surpassing 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Huntington North holds a 7-0 lead with a heavy dose of Christian Jemison on the offensive side of the ball. New Haven's first drive went well, then got stunted. They hand it off to Simpson again. The blockers are there, and now he's looking for the edge. One man to beat it, and it was Linker who pulled him out of bounds, but not before he reached the 38-yard line. And now the Bulldogs, once again, are in Huntington North territory. Back to the line go the Bulldogs. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Simpson along with McCraney in the backfield. Huntington North trying to jump the play. There's a flag down on the field, so you might want to hold your horses. That was a completion to Donald Gage. It would be good enough for a gain of about 8, but a flag down on the field. So we'll wait and see. As we have a false start call. So it'll be 1st down and 15 for New Haven. So 1st and a little bit farther now for New Haven. They've got to get some of those yards back. Huntington North showing pressure. They bring it inside. Simpson trying to escape. Spins around 1, but right into a tackle. He got 6 of them back. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 9. And they're going to give him 1 more yard. 2nd down and 8. So a 7-yard gain. Now setting up 2nd down and 9. 95 seconds remain in the first quarter. 7-0 your score. Bulldogs yet to get on the scoreboard. McCraney fires to the far side of the field. That was Linker in coverage. There's a flag down again near the line of scrimmage. That pass out to Gage. And they're going to walk it back again. And once again is the same call. They'll just set up miscues for the Bulldogs. They can't be set, haven't been set when they need to be. And it's offsetting the flow of their offense. They hand it off to Simpson again. He runs right into the teeth of the defense and gets about 4. Call it 3, so it's 3rd down and 10. Not an ideal setup for the Bulldogs right here as McCraney runs in from the near sideline with the play call. Ball down on the 38-yard line, 7-0 Huntington North. Quick first quarter here on October Friday night. Here's the snap. McCraney scanning the middle of the field. Now he rolls out. He fired, and it was batted down at the line of scrimmage. That was number 66. That's Gage Clannon. So now 4th and 10 on the 38. Too deep for a field goal try. Might be too shallow for a punt. They're going to trust their defense and try and pick it all up right here. Here's the snap. McCraney drops back to throw. Fires. Tipped and hits the ground. It wasn't going to matter whether or not the safety, number 6, Ben Roth, could get his hands under it. Turnover on downs again for the Bulldogs. So now it's going to bring up 1st and 10 for Huntington North with 33 seconds remaining in our first frame. So now the Viking offense heads back out. They motion the tight end across the formation. Now they set Linker in motion. They fake it and give it to Jemison, running through with blockers. He powers forward for a gain of 6. So brings up 2nd down and 4. And it looks like the Vikings are just going to send this one to the quarter break. They lead it by the score of 7-0 after 1. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, get you ready for second quarter football. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Indiana High School football on Summit City Sports.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Back here on Summit City Sports, getting you ready for the second quarter of football. The Huntington North Vikings lead the New Haven Bulldogs by the score of 7-0. Second quarter action coming your way. Huntington North went 90 yards on their opening drive and then stalled out their second one. Lathan James takes the snap, winds up, fires. He's got a wide open Jimmy Linker down the field and a spectacular catch. He tracked it down and laid out. Moves the Vikings across midfield. And a defensive lapse by New Haven. So on 2nd and 6, the Vikings dial up a shot to their man. And an acrobatic grab from Jimmy Linker. That's the first time we've been able to call his name all night. And now they're going to wave off the big play because of a flag on the Vikings. As they just lost Linker in coverage. Miscommunication. As he got behind the safeties in a hurry. So instead of 1st and 10 or 2nd and 6, it's going to be 2nd and 9. Instead of 2nd and 4, it's going to be 2nd and 9. This time they hand it off to Jemison, and he goes nowhere. They drive him back some more. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 13. So the Bulldogs with a huge break with the Huntington North penalty, now sending the Vikings further behind the sticks. 3rd and long, Huntington North sends 2 to the bottom of your screen. Now they motion out Jemison. James steps back. Now he decides to step up. Escapes one, rolling out right. He tried to run for it, but he was hawked down by number 34, Aiden Hoffer. He picked up enough to make it 4th down and 10. So it goes in the books as a gain of 3. And now they'll send out the point unit once more. Back deep to receive for New Haven. Number 2. It's Calvin Dobson. This time the punt reaches Dobson at the 30. And that's where the Bulldogs will set up shop. Ball now with the Bulldogs. And they'll send their offense out. First drive started out really well, but then slowed. Leo and DeKalb knotted at 7 as they move into the second quarter of play. First down and 10. New Haven sends 2 to the bottom of your screen. Now they'll motion Dobson across the formation. Here's the snap. McCraney stepping up, firing, going long. And that was intended for Donald Gage, but he could not connect. Gage got behind the defenders, but that pass just too far out in front of him. Placed off of his back shoulder. And believe it or not, there's another flag on the field. So both teams shooting themselves in the foot early. This one against the Vikings. So instead of picking up the first down the hard way, Huntington North just gives it to them. And now the New Haven huddle is still back towards the old spot. So a longer run up to the line of scrimmage. Ball down now at the 45-yard line. 1 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Now they motion Dobson across the formation. Here's the snap. They fake the handoff, fired over the head of Dobson and behind the other receiver, which was number 11, Ethan Wake. Couldn't quite tell if he overthrew Dobson or underthrew or threw it behind Wake. It was a mix of both. Second down and 10 regardless. Ball down on the Bulldog 45-yard line. Now here's the snap. They hand it off to Simpson. Simpson running behind his line. Now into the second level through. Still on his feet. He's got a first down and a lot more. A gain of 17 yards as a helmet came off.
And that was good for a blazing heat. HVAC first down.
As that was TJ Simpson, so he's going to have to come out for at least one play. So we'll head off the field. Now in at running back is number 22. Not sure who that is. Flip it out. Nothing there. Brings up second down and 10. Well, I'll toss the running back. That was Darion Cryer. Second down and 10 again. Ball down on the 35-yard line. Or no, they got a yard on that last one. And then a false start coming against the Bulldogs as the right tackle jumped. So instead of second and 10, it's going to be second and 9. It's going to be second down and 14. And the Bulldogs with another pre-snap penalty. And both sides catching breaks off of the other's mistakes. New Haven needs 14 now. Here's the snap. McCraney throwing up a fade ball into double coverage. He was looking for Gage, but the combination of Tayshawn McQueen and Max Double was enough to deter that pass away. Third down and 14 now. For the Bulldogs. Good defense there from the Vikings as they try and hold New Haven off of the scoreboard. They allowed just 8 points to the Bulldogs a season ago. Trips to the bottom of your screen. McCraney escaping pressure, and he's going to be brought down. That's number 24, Wyatt Shearer, getting the sack for the Vikings. And New Haven, no choice but to send out the punt unit. Third and 2 country miles. As both sides were closing in. Fourth down and 35. So you're telling me there's a chance. They're just going to punt. No, they're going to run a fake. And they might just pick this one up. A long way to go. Linker's come out. He's still on his feet. That's a gain. That was more than 35. Because that was a gain of about 35. There's a flag down. Regardless, New Haven does not pick up the first down. Ethan Wake, the punter, he just took off. That play started on the Bulldog 39-yard line and came all the way to, looks like it was against the Bulldogs, the penalty. But it's going to be 1st and 10. Vikings decline, and they'll just opt to take over. That might have just been a broken play right there. A 4th and 35. They came up about 8 yards short. It was 4th and 45. Don't let people tell you otherwise. Scoreboard at 4th and 35. 2 out to either side. They hand it off to Jemison. Jemison steps through 1, now racing to the sideline, trying to work back and throwing off another defender. A pickup of 11 to keep it at a first down. Christian Jemison. Head full of steam, doing a great job tonight thus far. Wait till you get the numbers on him. Double set again for the Vikings, and Jemison in the backfield. Here's the snap. Who else? Christian Jemison, this time at the line of scrimmage. So going to go down as a gain of 1. Making the tackle for the Bulldogs was number 15, Deshaun DeBoucher. So 2nd down and 9. Same look again for the Vikings. This time, Jemison lining up behind Janes at quarterback. Janes keeps it. Stayed behind the line of scrimmage and pitched it to Jimmy Linker, who was laying the boomstick after the big gain. So now Linker gets his first reception of the night. And he still makes something of it, throwing the body around and making his presence felt. Two wide receivers to the bottom of your screen for the Vikings. Now they flip the tight ends. Everybody loaded up on the near side. They hand it off to Jemison. Jemison with a little bit of space. He's cut down after a gain of 7. And with 7:30 to go here in the first half, it's going to be 2nd down and 3. Vikings hold a 7-0 lead. Ball down on the Bulldog 29. Here's the snap. Another keeper, and this time Jane's going to slip inside. He picks up the first down and a little bit more. There is a flag down towards the end of the play, down where Janes was tackled. Is this one going to go against New Haven? They're pointing that way. And yeah, personal foul, face mask. So add 15 to the end of the run. And now add 10 to the end of the run. Inside the red zone now are the Vikings. They send 1 to the bottom of your screen, 2 to the top. Here's the snap. Jemison rolling out to the near side, firing towards the tight end, and an acrobatic grab by Wyatt Shearer. Shearer plucked it over the linebacker's head and then took it into the house for another Huntington North touchdown. It was good coverage, but it didn't matter. As the linebacker got mossed on the near side, and Shearer took it into the house, extending the Viking lead, make it 13-0. Off a great catch from Wyatt Shearer. Extra point is up and through the uprights. 14-0 in favor of the Vikings. Huntington North looking to pick up their fourth victory of the year. Get back to 500 before they enter. No, they'll fall one game below. This is week 9. So they win tonight, they'll be 4-5, and a chance to get back to 500. The first week is sectionals coming up against Logansport. And special teams unit will come out for both sides. As Logansport not set to kick off for another 15 minutes. That's going to be a late night. Special teams unit back out. David Steele will set us off again. This one travels a little bit farther than the first one. It's fielded at the 20 and then bobbled. Taken down at the 26-yard line was the returner. That was number 26, Aaron Welch. Not horrible field position, if you're being honest, but near disaster for New Haven. As it's been the internal mistakes that have kept him from getting on the scoreboard more so than the Huntington North defense. But the Vikings pitching a shutout so far in this one. 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Wide receiver motion across the formation. They hand it off to Simpson. Simpson was waiting on his blockers. He got forward for a gain of about 2. So that brings up 2nd down and 8 after the short gain from DJ Simpson. Now again, McCraney takes the snap, fires to the near side of the field. He's got his man Donald Gage before racing in to make the tackle. Was number 8, Max Double. Pickup of 5, make it 3rd down and 3. On the New Haven 33-yard line. Trips to the top of your screen. McCraney drops back, fires to the tight end out on the wide side of the field, and a gang of Vikings tackle the tight end. It was number 88. Jackson Price, the 6'4" junior, was stood up. Now it's 4th down and 5. Coming up for the Bulldogs, they'll send Wake out to punt once more from their own 31-yard line. Huntington North has everybody set to try and break through. Wake's punt bounces at the 50 and continues to give a Bulldog roll inside the 35, approaching the 30, where it is collected. So that's where the Vikings will start with 4:39 to go in the first half. For the most part, Huntington North been cruising on the offensive side of the football as long as they've been able to get out of their own way. Garrett up 21-7 after the first quarter of play. Carroll up 6-0 on Bishop Lures. Here's the snap. Janes keeps it. Fires wide to Jimmy Linker. Linker out in space once again. Forward for a first down and then just takes it out at the 48-yard line. They'll mark him out at the 46. So not a generous spot. Still a first down. As Linker took it up down the sideline. Twin set on either side. They hand it off in the middle to Jemison. Jemison slips one and works back through. It's a gain of 5 yards. And will bring up second down and 5 for Huntington North, back in Bulldog territory. No huddle look from the Vikings as they get back to the line. They sent Jemison out wide. Janes firing up way over everybody's head as he was trying to get the ball to Jimmy Linker, but he just put it out in front of everyone. So now third down and 5. What can Coach Eschbach draw up this time? Trips to the right. One down on the near side to the left. Janes fires the pinch pass. And Jemison fights for a first down. And he's escorted out of bounds. Number 4, Kendall Tyler. Jemison moves the chains as he lowered the shoulder to power through. What a night for Christian Jemison. And we're not even through one half of football. He's got one of the Huntington North touchdowns and about half of their yards on the night, maybe more. They set Linker in motion. Fake and give. Jemison with a hole. He's tripped up, and that might have been a touchdown-saving tackle from the linebacker. As in the second level, that was number 2, Calvin Dodson, making the play. Brings up second down and 1. Huntington North sends 2 to either side of the screen. Keeper for Janes, stepping through, picking up the first down and plenty more. The quarterback doing it with his legs. He moves them closer to the red zone. They're going to be marked down just outside of it at the 21-yard line. 3 to play here in the first half of football. Huntington North holds a 21-0 lead. Janes takes the snap, rolling out to the far side of the field. Fires up towards the end zone and into the hands of Jimmy Linker. Are we back? We're back at least here. I believe we're live. Now we're good. All right. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Not entirely sure what went wrong. Something with the network. But we are back. Huntington North gave it an effort. They took it down the field after the New Haven touchdown. They were unable to score. So the ball is back with the Bulldogs here with 51 seconds to go. Now in the first half. It's 3rd down and 10 for New Haven. So we're back. We're ready to go. McCraney's in the backfield. Takes a snap, fires to the near side of the field. He's got his man, that's Gage. Gage runs through a arm tackle from McQueen. The football came out. Huntington North saying they've got it. And they do. The Vikings get a takeaway on 3rd and 10 and are going to set up 1st and 10 with 44 seconds on the New Haven 32-yard line. Hold your horses. The Vikings are going to have a shot to score. DeKalb is tied up with Leo, 14 apiece at the break. Here comes the Huntington North offense. They find their guy, Christian Jemison. Jemison takes it out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 or 10. Will they mark him a yard short? Is 2nd and 9. Or no, now they move the chains. 1st down and 10. 36.8 on the first half clock. We had a slow first quarter. We had a fast first quarter. The second one taking much longer. As now we got a timeout taken by the Bulldogs, our first of the night, and we'll take it right along with them. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Indiana High School football on Summit City Sports.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Back here on Summit City Sports, 1st down and 10 coming up for Huntington North with 37 seconds to go in the first half. They lead it by the score of 21-7, and they're trying to add on before the break. New Haven will receive the second half kickoff. (13-3) Snyder over Northrop Snyder over Northside at the half. Here's James firing over the middle of the field. That pass was tipped by number 12, Cedric Boone. It was intended for Jimmy Linker. So now 2nd down and 10. Ball down on the New Haven 21. Quickly to the line go the Vikings. Here's the snap. And James lost the football. It just slipped out of his hand when he went to throw. So he just has to fall on it. It'll bring up 3rd down and 14. Clock is still running. Now with 20. Huntington North to the line. They got to go. Here's the snap. They hand it off to Jemison. Jemison's met right there at the line. Now with 10, Huntington North going to take a timeout. So the Vikings have to take a timeout, and we'll take it with them. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Indiana High School football on Summit City Sports.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Huntington North has sent out the field goal unit here on 4th and 10. It is not 4th and 10 down on the field. Let me tell you that. And now we have another timeout. This time New Haven going to take it. Not 100% sure what's going on. We'll try and get some of our ad reads done. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Top Steel Tire has been serving the Northeast Indiana area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process. From bid to build, visit OttenwellerContracting.com. So now they've sent New Haven back out at least. It's 4th down and 14. They've sent the offense out on the field. That's what they were discussing. Trips to the bottom of your screen. There's one high to the top, and now New Haven officially going to take a timeout. This stuff's crazy, man. We'll take one more break, and we might just run a play when we come back. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Indiana High School football on Summit City Sports.
Game day, the moment athletes live for. The intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
All right, so officially 4th down and 14. Huntington North going to leave the offense out there. They got 2 wide receivers to either side of the screen. Jimmy Linker's lined up in the slot. They've got 1 tight end just off the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap. Janes going for over the middle, and it's over the hands of Linker, as he got 1 paw on it but couldn't haul it in. There's 5 seconds left on the clock. New Haven will trot out their offense. We'll see if they try to get one of those screen actions again. And take the ball 74 yards to the house. It'd be huge if they could try and draw even. Garrett up 42-14 in the second quarter. The freight train is on the tracks and rolling. Bishop Dwenger up 10-6 at halftime. So McCraney has 1 to either side. They've got 2 tight ends sent off the line. They opt to take a knee. That's how the first half is going to end. Well, it's Huntington North leading the New Haven Bulldogs with the score of 21-7 at halftime. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Indiana High School football on Summit City Sports.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Club Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge. Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors, working on my speed. And that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge. Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake out bow, oh God. Let her cook, all this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Back here on Summit City Sports, going to get you ready for the second half of football. But before we do, I'm going to take the time to hear a word from some more of our sponsors. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Jolie Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you are facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolie Law Firm is the answer. Sayoka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge training program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Well, both teams are about ready to go for the second half of football. Early on in the game, we saw Huntington North really take control off the back of their running back, Christian Jemison. He had well over 100 total yards in that first half of play. He had one touchdown. That came on the opening drive, which they took 90 yards to the house. Also getting in on the scoring action was tight end number 24, Wyatt Shearer, with a phenomenal grab over the defender, and Jimmy Linker, who walked it in to make it a 21-0 ball game. But then in 2 plays, New Haven was able to answer and find themselves on the scoreboard. They made it 21-7. That drive was powered by a big game from number 11, Ethan Wake. He flipped the field. They were on their own 6, and then he turned it into the Huntington North 4. We'll try and get you a couple of area scores the best we can with that. Norwell trails Columbia City 7-0. That last update came from the first quarter. 14-14, Leo and DeKalb, that game in the third quarter of play. See if we got any quicker update. East Noble leads Belmont 48-0. That game in quarter number 2. Northside is up on Snyder, not the other way around like I reported earlier. It's 13-3 Northside over Snyder. Homestead leads Concordia Lutheran 21-0. Carroll has opened up the floodgates. They lead Bishop Luers 35-3. Bishop Dwenger taking on Southside. They lead it 10-6. Last update was at halftime. They'll travel to Leo next week for the first round of sectionals. That's surely going to be a great game. And you can bet we'll be there at that one. Third quarter action coming up. Huntington North and New Haven. 1/2 of football down. We've got 1 to go. A squib kick. Some special teams problems for both sides all night. It's fielded and stood up at the 25. That's where the Bulldogs will start their first drive of the second half as they try and draw within 7 of the Huntington North Vikings. So quarterback Trey McCraney will head out. Northwest Ohio score. Edgerton up 35-0 at the going to 3 over Hicksville. Yikes. First play handoff to TJ Simpson. He tried to slip one tackler. He's still on his feet, so he powers forward a hard-earned 2 or 3 yards to bring up second down and 6, or not 6, second down and 7 or 8. Officially going to need to be second down and 7. Been a lot of tough physical running from both backs today. TJ Simpson and Christian Jemison. Ball now on the 28. Trips to the bottom of your screen. Here's the snap. They hand it off to Simpson once again. He juked around 1, But it was the defense. Wyatt Shearer just jumped on the pile at the end of the play. Tackle had already been made. But we've all thought about doing that at least once in our lives. And it's 3rd down and 7. Now that one might have gone backwards a yard, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8. Trips look. It's tighter out on the bottom side, on the wide side of the field. McCraney stepping up. That pass was tipped. Kane Landrum deflecting the ball and offsetting its course. That'll make it 4th down and 8. So Ethan Wake will be called upon to punt once again. Back deep to receive is Jimmy Linker. Coming into tonight, he was 150 yards off of Huntington North's single-season receiving record. We'll need a big half of football as Wake's punt is off and just takes a stone-cold bounce. Down at the Huntington North 48-yard line. That's where the Vikings will set up shop, and we'll see Christian Jemison back in action. Just good running all night long from the back. Jemison, a junior, so he'll be back next season. Here's the snap, hands it off to who else? Jemison running through the line into the secondary, still on his feet, powering forward for a gain of 16 yards. Now ball down on the 39-yard line. It's 1st and 10. 2 wide receivers to either side for Janes, but they're just going to give it to their back. Jemison trying to get to the edge. It takes 2 to force him out of bounds, and Christian Jemison again. Have yourself a night. Limitless touches for Christian Jemison here in this one, as he's kind of stolen the show. Janes looking over the middle of the field. Now he goes to the end zone, intended for Shearer, and Shearer came down with the football. It's his 2nd touchdown of the night, and Huntington North now leads it 27-7. Wyatt Shearer going up and getting it. So here's the PAT. It's good, and the 21-point lead is restored. We'll take a look at that last touchdown. On the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. Plenty of time for Janes in the pocket, and then Shearer going up and making the catch. Huntington North continuing to put the pressure on offensively. They've got it out in front by 21. Their defense been very strong most of the night. The only play that really got out and away from them was the 92 yards. 90 yards from Ethan Wake. So here comes the kick once again. This one's squibbed down the middle of the field, taking bounces only a football can take. Finally, it's fielded at the 20. Now moving forward, stood up at the 24, was number 12. That's Cedric Boone. First and 10, New Haven coming up. 9:29 to go here in the third quarter. Huntington North trying to move to 4-5 on the year. So far in this one, been able to have their way for the most part. Setting the wide receiver in an orbit motion. They hand it off to Simpson, and Simpson tripped up as he couldn't quite get past the lineman. He got forward for 3. But the gates parted. New Haven unable to take advantage. Two to the bottom of your screen. Now they said Dobson in motion, firing up the seam, and that one was dropped by the tight end. Intended for number 88, Jackson Price. So now 3rd and 7. Ball down on the 27 as Huntington North looks to get off the field once again, hand the ball back to their offense. Same formation, they send 2 to the near side, in motion Dobson. And now a flag coming in on the Bulldogs. Gage Clannon was pointing first. So the Bulldogs will move it back to 3rd down and 12. Here with 8:41 to go in the third quarter. They send Dobson in motion one more time. Looking up the near side, that football led him out of bounds. As McCraney was trying to find Price again, but it soared to the sideline. Linker was there providing a little bit of coverage, but he had a step. So now, the punt unit will come out once again. Jimmy Linker awaits near the 50. Hasn't really gotten a shot to return one yet tonight. Tight set from the Bulldogs. They send nobody out wide. Huntington North got home. Wake now scrambling out, fires, and it's intercepted. That was number 5 coming in to make the play. Rhett Holzinger getting in on the stat sheet. We'll take another look at that one. As Holzinger came across the formation and plucked the desperation pass out of the air. Give the ball back to the Viking offense. 8:27 to go, third quarter. 21-point lead for the Vikings right now. Pop pass to Jimmy Linker. He's still alive after the initial contact, trying to just get back to the line of scrimmage. There's flags flying in, so it looks like this play is not going to count. Holding against the Vikings. And it's going to be first down and 20. So move this one all the way back. First down and 20 coming up. In the backfield, Janes goes back. He fumbles the snap and just has to fall on it. The bad news gets worse. So it's going to be second down and almost 30. Second down and 28. Huntington North making it harder on themselves. They send Jemison out wide. Janes now takes the snap. Blitz comes. They dump it off to McQueen. McQueen, over the middle of the field, gets some of it back. It's a gain of about 10. So that'll make it third down and 18. And it looks like that's going to be closer to third. It's marked 3rd and 25 on the scoreboard. Janes at an empty set. New Haven sending pressure again. Janes trying to escape, and he walked right into pressure. There to make the play was number 15, Deshaun DeBacher. So 4th in a country mile. 4th and about 30. Huntington North will have to send out the punt unit after a disastrous drive. That surely their worst of the night. That one bounces and now is going to take a Viking roll down to the 13, not quite. Or yeah, down to the 13-yard, down to the 12-yard line. So a great punt, and there's a flag down in the backfield. Here on the near sideline, we'll see what the call. And a hold against the Vikings. So are they going to have to repunt? 4th down and 40. We're approaching a record, folks. Although nothing will ever be better than 3rd down and goal from, I believe it was like Louisiana Tech's own 6-yard line. Playing Mississippi State from a game, I want to say 2017. The first and goal play or the second and goal play was fumbled all the way back from about the 5 to the opposite 4-yard line, and they set up 3rd down and goal from their own end zone. Just amazing. So 4th, and you can put a number on it. We're going to call it 40. Here's the punt. This one high, hangs up in the air. Fair catch called for. And it took a bounce back. McQueen caught it at the original line of scrimmage. Huntington North claiming that, oh, there's another flag in the backfield. Are we going to get 4th and 50? Huntington North shooting themselves in the foot further. I mean, there's not foot left to shoot at this point. You're working on your leg. So another hold. 4th down, and I kid you not, 50. They got to go half the field just to get a first down. Officially 4th and 45 on the scoreboard. It's about 48, 50 yards. Finally, the punt gets off again, so it's hanging up near midfield. You've got to be kidding me with this bounce. So the punt's going to be down at the 32-yard line, which is past the original line of scrimmage. Shout out to Caden Puller. He had to punt that ball about 3 times. And with the given situation, you couldn't have drawn it better. So can New Haven take advantage of the field position? They're starting on their own 33-yard line. 2 to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. They motion Dobson across the formation. Handoff to Simpson. Simpson drooks 1 and is met by the linebackers in the second level. It's a gain of about 5. Gain of 4, so it'll be second down at 6. Here with 6:03 remaining in the third quarter. 28-7, Huntington North out in front. Here's the snap. Firing in. That screen pass was blown up. Jimmy Linker and Ben Roth got in there as they snuffed that one out from a mile away. Roth was creeping up before the ball was ever snapped. Now 3rd down and 10. McCraney in the backfield. He's got 2 to his right, and now New Haven going to take a timeout. So that's our first of the half. We'll take it right along with them. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Indiana High School football on Summit City Sports.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Back here on Summit City Sports. 3rd down and 10 coming up for the New Haven Bulldogs. Huntington North had a 4th and 48, 50 yards. But now the Bulldogs in danger of going 3 and out on the ensuing drive. Here's the snap. McCraney looking to the near side of the field. He's got his man Simpson, first down and a little bit more, enough to move the chains. He's walked down at the 44-yard line. So a pickup of 12. 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Just under 5. Just under 5 to go here in the third quarter. They motion Dobson across the formation. They send him in as a blocker. Simpson through the middle. He's spinning forward, a gain of 11. Picks up another first down. Both of these running backs tonight putting on a show. As Simpson trying to match step for step with Christian Jemison of Huntington North. Here's the snap. Who else? TJ Simpson. He walks into the line. There's a flag down late. These Huntington North defenders. I think that's Wyatt Shearer again. That's twice now. He's jumped onto the pile after the tackle has pretty much been made. He's got 2 touchdowns in the game tonight. And it looks like this one's walking back. It's a holding against the Bulldogs. So neither side really wanted to take advantage of penalties as they just come back and commit some of their own. McCraney, two to his right, 1 to his left. He looks to his left, fires, got his man. The ball's down on the ground, and they rule a catch and fumble. It's a catch and fumble down on the field. Now the officials are going to talk it over. Let's take a look on the replay. So they look to that near side. We'll slow it down. Ball came out right after he caught it. Officials rule it enough. It's a fumble recovery, or no, they give it back. Incomplete pass was ruled down on the field. Now McCraney fires over the middle. He's got Dobson. Dobson slips a tackle. He's got the first down and a little bit more. And you can actually take that back. That was a gain of 15, but it only brought it forward to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to set up 3rd down and 5. The holding penalty drew them back further. I saw the orange stick on the other side of the field. Third down and 5 now for New Haven. 4:21 remain in the game. Here's the snap. McCraney dropping back, firing over the middle. He's got his man on the 35-yard line. Was the receiver. That's number 13, Donald Gage. And Gage just enough to move the chains. Got it by the length of a hair. Garrett leads Central Noble 49-21 at the half. Here's the snap. Handoff to TJ Simpson. Into the teeth of the defense. Huntington North pushing back. A helmet flow off at the end. And there's a late flag. So now coming off the field, one of the linemen. It was Justin Richardson who had his helmet ripped off. And Huntington North is getting a face mask, so make it 15 more for the Bulldogs. We have at least a halftime update. East Noble 54, Belmont 0. Believe it or not, I've seen worse. East Noble, just a freight train, buzzsaw, whatever you want to call him. Here's the handoff. TJ Simpson running through. There's a flag down. Simpson carrying four Vikings down to the 1, but this one might be coming back. And it is. So you can make it 1st down and 20 again. We got 3:45 to go in the third quarter. Well, earlier this year, I was at Southside. And we probably approached a state record for penalties. I don't think we're quite there just yet, but we're entering that territory. And now, McCraney in the backfield with 2 to his left. He hands it off to TJ Simpson. TJ Simpson meets a couple of Viking defenders at the line after a short gain of 2. So it brings up 2nd down and 18. New Haven motions Dobson across the formation. McCraney drops back to throw. He's going up for the fade ball along the near side. Making an effort was Donald Gage. Linker there in coverage, and the ball was just over the outstretched arms of Gage. Close, but not quite. So now it's 3rd and long. Two to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. Now they motion Dobson again. Here's the snap. Firing on the near side, and it's intercepted. That pass fell low on the near side, and getting in to make the play was number 40, Mason Pock. Is holding against the Bulldogs, so you can count it off. And now Huntington North gets the football back and a chance to add to their lead. So now 2 to either side. They're more spread out towards the wide side of the field near the top of your screen. Here's the snap. They hand it off to the running back. It's Jemison carrying 1 lineman forward. Gain of 5. Jemison has just kept the legs turning all night long. And it's worked out in his favor. Lethan James takes the snap, gives it off to Jemison again. Running forward, gain of 4. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 1. Third down and 1, 3rd down and about 6 inches. James lines up in the shotgun. Here's the snap, handoff, Jemison at the line. He moves it enough. Gain of about 2 or 3. Move the chains. 1st down and 10. So they'll pause the clock to reset it. Or pause the clock to reset the chains. 21-20. Leo and DeKalb. 4th quarter time out there. Handoff. Or no handoff. They pitch it to Jimmy Linker. Linker now down the sideline. He's walked out at the 50. They've had that option a couple of times tonight. It's all on James to just read the defender. They motion Shearer across the formation and now send Jemison out to the wide side of the field. Janes now stepping up, quarterback draw. He moves forward, trying to pick up the extra yard. And Janes a little bit slow to get up. 4th down and 5. Or 2nd down and 5. What am I saying? 2nd down and 5. Now we got it right on the scoreboard. 1:20 to go here in the third quarter. 28-7 your score. Ball down on the Bulldog 45-yard line. Snap, give, Jemison running around one tackle. Still on his feet. Pushed forward for a couple more. Gain of 7. We'll reset the chains. First down and 10. Ball down on the 38-yard line. Janes with 2 to either of his sides. He just hands it off to Jemison. Jemison through the middle, now trying to bounce to the outside. He was stiff-arming the defender. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. 13 more yards for Christian Jemison. And New Haven just has no answer. Still 2 to either side. Jemison stands to the left of Janes, slips it back in the middle, slips another one. He's still on his feet. 7-yard gain, more like 8. It'll bring up 2nd down, about 2.5. 15 seconds left on the third quarter clock. Huntington North does not have to run a play if they don't please. They're set at the line. Now they take the snap. Rolling out to the far side is Janes. Janes fires over the middle of the field, and that ball was dropped, intended for Wyatt Shearer. So now they're going to have to run the 3rd down play. Huntington North offensive front done a great job allowing Jemison to operate in space. They're going to run that same little out route. Firing, Linker diving. It's a catch down at the 5. And there's a flag in. I believe this is going to be roughing the passer as James still down. Or no, it's a hold against Huntington North, so you can erase the gain. James suffered a concussion earlier this season. That's how the third quarter ends. So we're through 3 here in New Haven. We'll take a break. And when we come back, have fourth quarter football. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Indiana High School football on Summit City Sports.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it. I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them. We ain't never make it up. Back for everything I ever lost. I'm on a mission. We turned the whole house into a booth. We in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this talk.
Back here on Summit City Sports, fourth quarter time from New Haven. The Huntington North Vikings lead it 28-7. It'll be set up 3rd down and 2. They're trying to put the finishing touches and move to 4 and 5 before they head to Logansport for sectionals next week. New Haven has the lovely pleasure, or there was a flag down on the field, so it's 3rd down and 12, not 3rd down and 2. There's a flag on the last play. Janes fires to the far side of the field looking for Linker, and he dropped it in the bucket. What a pitch and catch as Jimmy Linker gets his 2nd touchdown of the night. Letting your wide receiver go to work. It's synced up. Perfect toss from Lathan Janes. Now 34-7. So on the first play of the fourth quarter, Linker finds pay dirt. Here's the PAT. It's good through the middle. 35-7 now your score. We're going to take another look. Take another look on the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. As Linker there at the top of your screen puts the move, and just a beautiful pass right in the bucket. You can't place that better than Janes did. Linker nabs his 2nd touchdown of the night. That was the Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning replay. As on 3rd down and 12, the Vikings line it up and take a shot. They've hit him on the ground for the most part. But that time able to find it through the air. That is the 3rd passing touchdown of the day. 4th passing touchdown of the day for Lathan Janes. Puller called on again to kick. And with a right foot, he squibs it along the ground. This one received at the 30. And then brought down. They're going to mark him at the 38. .39-yard line is where New Haven will set up their offense now for the fourth quarter. Huntington North's defense, multiple takeaways in the books. First down and 10. McCraney goes back out. He's got 2 to either side. And TJ Simpson in the backfield. It's air it out time for the Bulldogs if they want any hope of coming back in this one. They fire it to the near side. Another screen for Ethan Wake. That one marked at the line to gain. And they move it forward. First down for New Haven. Here's the snap. Handoff to TJ Simpson. Simpson in the middle meets the white jerseys of Huntington North. And an official went down on the backside of the field. Three-yard gain, second down and 7. Here's the snap. McCraney, quick pass out to the far side of the field. It's caught by Gage. That'll bring up third down and 5. As the Vikings looking to get off the field again and hand the ball back to their offense. try and put one more on the board and get things moving, as they hold a 28-point lead right now. 3rd down and 5. Wide receiver motion across the formation. McCraney fires over the middle of the field. He's got his tight end, but he's going to be a yard short. That was Price. Jackson Price caught the ball. It's now at the 41. 4th and 1. Huntington North showing pressure. Simpson, he's got it, and a little bit more. Late flag. You know, wonder if this might be another face mask against the Vikings. For where it came from. And yep, yes indeed. 15 more for the New Haven Bulldogs. And now they move closer to the red zone.
And that results in a Blazing Heat HVAC first down.
In high school, they still have the different call, face mask and or personal foul face mask. To the left, one to the right.
Leo leads the Cal 28-21. 5 minutes left. As that run to Simpson on the near side never got to the edge. Pack was there to make a tackle. That play actually went backwards and will set up 2nd down and 12. Two wide receivers to the bottom of your screen now. They motion one across the formation. Here's the snap. McCraney fires. Got the tight end. It's Pierce. Linker there. He's going to make the tackle. And a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 11. 8:40 and counting here in the 4th quarter. So now, time bleeding away. 3rd and 11. Two wide receivers to the far side of the screen. They motion Gage across the formation. Fake the pop pass. McCraney fires, has the tight end. As that was a weird collision. Jackson Pierce picks up the 1st down. As McQueen was the one laying the hit, are they going to nab him for going high? Officials discussing what the call is. So a 15-yarder. And McQueen going to be dinged for going high. And he's going to be knocked out of the game for targeting. So now inside or on the 10 go the Bulldogs. McQueen not ejected. Can keep playing, but half the distance to the goal. Here's the snap. McCraney hands it off, and then the back. That was number 22, Darion Cryer. He was moving forward, and then all of a sudden a couple of white jerseys met him. So 2nd down and goal. Under 8 to play in the game. New Haven on the doorstep. Trying to draw even. Garrett now 63-21 over West Noble. 3 quarters down. Here's the snap. They hand it off again. Cryer into the end zone, barreling his way through, delivering a hit on McQueen. And now a touchdown. Verdarion Cryer. So New Haven finds another one with 7.5 to go in the football game. Not over yet. See if they can try and make something happen. So 35-13. So now, special teams will come out to put up the PAT. But the Vikings decide to jump because why not? Ball now down on the 1. New Haven still set up for the PAT. Brian Villegas, the lefty, will try and make it even. As a busted play, Villegas tried to go in and take it. As Linker came in flying off the edge. So a high snap leads to a misplay. Linker was flying off the edge. So Villegas just tried to save it. So 35-13, it's going to stay right there now with 7:20 to go in the football game. Huntington North going to try and bleed away more of this clock so they can move in and prepare for next week as they'll face off against the Logansport Berries. As we'll try to see where the Berries are. They faced off against the Rensselaer Central Bombers. That game, which started at 8, first quarter update, so it could be a long while since then, 0-0. So we do not have any score update from that game, as Villegas tried the onside kick, and they poked it through the legs of one of the Upmen. However, Huntington North does fall on it, and they will set up shop on their own 48-yard line. So now, the Vikings offense trots back out onto the field. Try and restore their lead and really grab a point back. Or grab a new point. Doubles set here from the Vikings. They got Jemison in the backfield. Now they can go. There's 20 on the play clock. 25 on the play clock. Now they've reset it. Here's the snap. Handoff. Jemison again. Falls forward for a gain of 3. He flips the field. 2nd and 7. No huddle look. Now from the Vikings. Here's the snap. Handoff, Jemison staying on his feet, still moving forward. Hard nose running. A gain of 5. 3rd down and 2. .6:20 to go. Here's the snap. Give to who else but Jemison. Steps back, allows his blocks to develop, and now he's out to the outside. Trying to move back. He's brought down at the 17-yard line. Christian Jemison again. Wait till you see his stat sheet. Here's the snap. They give it to Jemison again. And he's going to roll forward for about 5 yards. Second and 5. Coming up for Huntington North. Now they motion the tight end in tight. At the end of the formation on the near side of your screen. Tayshawn McQueen, the lone receiver, to the bottom. They've got 2 up top. Now they send Shearer to the near side of the formation, or the short side of the formation. Jemison running through a hole. 4-yard gain. 3rd down and 1 upcoming. Two wide receivers to either side for Lathan Janes. They've surpassed 5 minutes to go in the game. Here's the snap. He hands it off to Jemison one more time, shoving off one tackler, carrying another. He's still on his feet, working towards the end zone. Finally, he goes down at about the 3-yard line. Christian Jemison again. It's 1st down and goal. Ball down on the 3-yard line. James takes the snap, hands it off. Jemison looking for a second touchdown of the night, diving for the pylon. Are they going to give it to him? Not quite. He fell just short. Now 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's the snap. Give it off. Jemison again. Through the line. Touchdown, Vikings. And Christian Jemison puts an exclamation point on his fabulous night. He was only missing that 2nd touchdown as he has carried them a bulk of the way. What a night for the junior. From the first drive of the game, low snap, Linker collects it. PAT is up and good. So the lead now up to 29. We'll take a break. And when we come back, have more football. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Indiana High School football on Summit City Sports.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Both special teams units are back out onto the field. It's fourth quarter action here from New Haven. Huntington North Vikings lead it by the score of 42-13. And with 4 minutes left, most likely going to walk away from this one with one more victory on the schedule. Kick away, fielded at the 10. New Haven trying to make something happen. Now running to the near side, trying to get the edge, and then stepping out of bounds was number 4, Kendall Tyler. So a pretty good return now for the Bulldogs. As it looks McCraney still in at quarterback. Takes the snap, drops back to fire. Now stepping up through the pocket. There's a flag down. He just flips it out on the near side, and that one might. Now we'll draw a penalty. He was outside the tackle box, reached the line of scrimmage. But a hold, regardless, going to make it first down and 20 now.
He got out of the pocket. I think he saw the flag too, so he just threw it out of bounds.
So now first and 20, Huntington North. Talking to the officials, and so now first down and 20. Ball down on the 16-yard line. Here's the snap. Fired a screen pass to Dobson on the near side. Dobson stepping through. He's got it past the original line of scrimmage. It's again a 10. We'll bring up second down and 10. So a de facto no gain from the first play. Second down at 10. McCraney motions a wide receiver across the formation to the far side of the field. Firing an out route to the tight end. That's Pierce. He steps out of bounds after a gain of 2. Third down and 8. As some personnel changes from the Vikings. It's 3rd and 7 down on the field. 3 minutes left to go tonight. New Haven going to go to East Noble next week and take on Riley Biddle and company. Firing up the near side for Dobson. He's got it. Shoving one man down. And flipping the field. Dobson was lost in coverage. And the Bulldogs took advantage. As again, miscommunication, the problem. Dobson found the hole in the coverage and exploited it. 2 wide receivers to the near side of your screen. 1 to the far. McCraney in the backfield. Takes the snap. Scanning. Stepping up, firing to Dobson again. Dobson holds in bounds and now is wrestled away. And there's a flag in the backfield against the Bulldogs. So this play coming back So another hold is going to move them on back. First down and 20 with 2:21. Snyder was down 20-3, but they climbed the mountain and defeated Northside. 24-20 in the final. Here's the snap. McCraney all day to throw. Works to the near side. He's going to tuck it and run. Now he steps out of bounds after a gain of 8. That was second and 25. The holding call came from way back there. So now a gain of 8 brings second down and 17. McCraney has 2 to his right, 1 to his left. He takes the snap and rolls out to the far side of the field. Firing, trying to hit a comeback route. It was off the hands of his receiver. That was number 3. Or no, they don't have a number 3. It was number 2. That's Dobson. Well, that is 3. I'm not crazy, but there's no 3 listed on the roster. So now third down at 17. McCraney takes the snap, drops back to throw, lobs it up down the near side, and it is deflected, incomplete. Making the play for Huntington North was Matt Lott, a freshman, getting the pass breakup. So it'll bring up 4th and forever with just under 2 minutes left. Huntington North walking away from this one. They're going to be 4 and 5. 3 and 4. Or no, 4 and 5 on the year. 4 and 3 in NE8 play is now to lay a game coming against the Bulldogs. Make it 4th in a country mile. You can back it up to 4th and 23. Lott is back deep to receive the punt. Wake is being called on to do the job once again. This one more of a line drive. And it's going to be picked up at the 36-yard line, where Huntington North will bleed away this final 146. Northrop putting the finishing touches. They lead Wayne 47-7 after 3 quarters. We're going to have an exciting sectional this year as they're going to get to try and earn a chance. They'll play Snyder first and then earn a chance to take on the Carroll Chargers. Although Snyder just now, with the big come-from-behind victory, maybe finding the momentum they need to rally in the postseason. New quarterback into the game for the Vikings. It's number 7, Brandon Corbett. Corbett takes the snap, hands it off to the running back who powers forward. That's number 28, Sawyer Carl. We saw him in a couple of games, or we saw him at least when we visited New Haven as he rushed, or visited East Noble as he rushes forward for 6 yards. Brings up second down and 4. 1:20 to go in the game. Corbett takes the snap, hands off Carl again. Carl got a first down. He's still on his feet, and the big man still running. He's finally brought down at the 36-yard line of New Haven. They'll pause the clock to flip the chains. But the sophomore Sawyer Carl tumbling his way forward and picking up a first down. Snap again. Carl around 1 through the middle, a gain of 9 this time. Second and 1. Vikings trying to get everything they can. Sawyer Carl again racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Huntington North. So Huntington North feeds Sawyer Carl, and he takes it into the house. 28 seconds left on the game. As the Vikings add one more to their total. So Linker will come back out onto the field to hold for the PAT. This one is up and through, and now the lead 36 points as the Vikings lead it 49-13. DeKalb has pulled off the upset and beat Leo 31-28. A walk-off field goal for their first win over the Lions in, I believe they said 13 years. I was 5 years old. So it's been a minute. So the party in Waterloo going to go all night long. As they pull off the upset. An astounding year for the Barons as they have found a way to put themselves near the top of the NE8 conversation. East Noble's still going to walk away as conference champions. But DeKalb with a lot of momentum as they head into sectionals next week. Squib kick fielded at the 32-yard line. And New Haven isn't even going to run their offense out as the running clock alive. The Huntington North Vikings walk into New Haven and walk out victors 49-13. They get the job done. Our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game, Christian Jemison, the running back. Junior from Huntington North. He had around 200-plus yards of offense. He had 2 touchdowns, and New Haven had no answer for him all night long. Christian Jemison, your Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. Well, for Josh Butts, I'm Eli Lawrence. It's been a great night, and we'll see y'all next time. Playoffs coming up next week. Have a good night, everybody.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And I mean, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent, and it is just truly outstanding. And I mean, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that is just here, man. It's really cool.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, and that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge. Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook, Big Low come through frying. Hey, let her cook, okay. Too much cake out bow, oh God. Let her cook, all these sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psnsports.com.